Good morning, everyone. I am shooting a video from the Mobile, Alabama area where the pond or the lake, whatever you may want to call it, is just gorgeous and beautiful. The sun is just glaring right off of it. But had a few things on my mind that was very, very interesting today that prohibits a lot of people from doing a lot of things when it involves business or success or whatever it is that you may want to do in life. But for this particular moment, we'll talk about business. We know a lot of people do not go all in with their business, or they stay on the sideline, I should say, or they stay in the sand rather than getting in the water with all that they have because they are afraid of losing what they do have or what they think they may have. And we'll get a little bit more into that as the video goes on. But I want to talk about today why a lot of people just don't move their business forward because they are afraid of losing things such as employee benefits. And we know employee benefits are important when it comes to medical and dental. Everyone want to provide for their family. You know, no one want to be without when they are in need of something. And so we know a lot of people, you'll hear them say, well, I just don't really want to move forward with this business because I will have to pay more when it comes to medical and dental. Maybe they feel that they may have to pay 5 or 6 times more. Some people a lot of times are paying $20 to $50 a week, some a little bit less and some a little bit more. But we know people have that mindset of stability. This is something I have in my hand and I don't want to let it go. Well, folks, is that a legitimate reason not to build a business? No, it's very silly. I understand, as I said earlier, I understand why people do it, but it's just not a really a legitimate reason why people shouldn't move forward with their business and make 10 times more than what they're making now, trying to hold on to the small things. If you're someone who read the scriptures, go back to Exodus 15 and 16, where the people of Israel were being led out of Egypt by Moses, and we know later on Joshua took over. But early on in the days, the people griped and complained on the things that they didn't have, such as food at some point or water at some point. The people didn't have that. And of course, we read the scriptures and we see that God provided in the end for all those folks. But those people didn't like the idea of being without, even for a short moment. They didn't like the idea of being uncomfortable. So what did they say? They wished at a lot of times they were back under the enslavement of Pharaoh in Egypt because they had the small things that they can depend on a regular basis. Now, is that similar to how people live their lives in today's time? You know it's true. It's the same thing, isn't it? People don't want to let go of the small things they have in order to see the bigger picture in life, in order to see what life is really all about. But they won't let go of it, and so they continue to work these dead-end jobs, I should say, or these part-time jobs where they're not making any money at all, and the company keep them there and lure them in with the mindset of, we can pay you full-time benefits here. We can give you a vacation a week or two over the next few years just to keep the people there, just to enslave them more and more. Now, if you like what you're doing, I'm not speaking on that. Keep doing it. There's some people out there that are providing great services. And in fact, I need some. But I'm speaking on the people who have a great ambition to build a business and to make a lot of money and to free their time up to spend with their kids and to go on vacation and to spend more time with the family and do more reading or whatever you may like to do. Maybe you want to go on some mission trips and just give back to the community. But you're not able to do that because you're continuing to work those dead-end jobs that you hate. You continue to work for a boss that you dislike, and you know you're being mistreated, overworked, and underpaid, but won't do anything about it because you trying to hold on to some silly benefits. And remember, earlier on I talked about how what you think you have. But we know a lot of time people don't really have that, do you? There are plenty of companies down here in the Mobile area, one I know in particular, where people had 4 and 5 and 6 week vacation. But when the company went out of business, all of that went out of the door, such as benefits and vacations. All that was done away with. But they were holding on to something that they thought they had. Folks, it's time to get out of that mindset. You can go ahead on and join a company, I should say, or join a business, I might add. That's right, that's a better word, a business that will allow you to free up time with your people. You can start today with only pennies on the dollar. You can just click on the link below. Leave me some information when you get ready to get started. My cell phone number is 251-382-4360. Again, that's 251-382-4360. And let's get started and get on the bigger things that life have to offer versus working these dead-end jobs that don't pay anything. Let those benefits go. If you're making 10 times more, so what? A benefit won't even be in the back of your mindset. And insurance, that'd be secondary. Of course, those are things that you need. And I'm not saying quit your job. I'm not saying quit your small business if you have it. Here you can continue to do what you always been doing while building a business. Be in business for yourself and not by yourself. But until then, folks, the decision is yours. I'll let you think on that. You click on the link, as I said, below. Leave me an email and some information and get started. You can also find me at Facebook at Desmond Cash Major. That's Desmond Cash Major. Become a follower, a friend of mine, and we can talk. But until then, I'm going to enjoy my beautiful day here, and you have a good day.